Hello everybody and welcome to the video. My name is Midway and hope you're having a wonderful day. I sure am. So today we're going to get into this cross-server showdown because today we are going to finally be able to afford, if everything that I am considering is correct, we're going to be able to buy the Windborn arrow, which is going to be a massive upgrade for us archers in basically every aspect of the game, but especially in PvE, right? So obviously Windborn arrow, really strong spell, as you can see right here where it says it does a lot of damage and inflicts vulnerability for 5 seconds, during which period every non-skill damage will be increased by 100% on the target, right? So you do double damage during those 5 seconds, and the cooldown on this skill is not that long, it's 19 seconds. Nonetheless, I am sort of close to being able to get it right, so if we do complete all the tasks, but especially we gotta get a decent ranking, and then we will be able to afford to buy that skill today. So let's just jump into it, right? So we are right now on spot number 1 on the cross-server showdown, and the way this works is you choose a class. There's going to be 3 different classes. Based on your class choice, you will have a different set of bonuses. I would always recommend just going with Berserk if you're just going to be trying to complete tasks, so just killing other players as well as killing some monsters in the game, right? So let's just jump into it and try and get into some of these fights. So let's see what we can find over here. Let's just try and see if we can defeat some of these players. We should be able to kill a lot of these people easily, but of course we might have some issues with people that are trying to defend this. So yeah, we'll just try and go, and the way this works is you just go through the map. There's gonna be 5 different sections of the map, and some of them will have higher level monsters. You can also select auto attack down there. You will see in a moment. You can also choose to click the cogwheels down the bottom. That's gonna make it so that whenever you get close to somebody in the map, it's gonna be automatically get into combat with them. But you have PvE enemies to kill, so just like NPCs, which are pretty easy to kill. And then you also have other players, so just like just engaging in regular PvP, you will be able to attack them, and then if you defeat them, you will be accumulating points. As you can see on the top of my screen, you can see that I have currently 1.3k points, right? So those points will be adding up together in the total for the event. So you participate along with the rest of your server, and that's going to add up to the total points that your server has, and that will determine your ranking within the event, right? So there's also these little chairs down there at the bottom left, which is going to just accumulate over 8 hours some rewards. Those rewards you can use within the store, so you can buy some stuff as well as some coins, right? You get some coins as well as some of the currency that then you use to purchase stuff within the actual event store, right? So you can go into the map, and then you can try and find areas where there is a lot of enemies accumulated, right? I don't think all these people are just AFKing right there. I think the game naturally just spawns a lot of these people out there in the map for you to kill, just like if they were NPCs, really. Some of the other players, actually, for example, this other player, they do for sometimes maybe are actively playing the game. For example, this person definitely is a little bit stronger than the other people that I've just been killing randomly within the rest of the map. But yeah, some of them might actually come for you and try and prevent you from killing, you know, everybody else within the map. So they are defending their server. So defending also gives you points. That also counts towards the rankings and towards the event's total point. But of course, if they are very, very much stronger than you, they will just ruin your run and you will be able to get no points, right? So we need to get at least 5,000 points, which we will obviously get in this run so far. We're not getting ganked at all. And then we just need to kill a bunch of other players as well as a bunch of other PvE enemies, just for the sake of getting enough of the task requirements to complete them all in one run. You have a bunch of runs, basically you can do at least 1 per server, I think, for free. So you might be able to not have to pay extra diamonds, but if you choose to just do a run exactly after this one, I haven't really read the rules too much, but you do have to sometimes pay 2,000 gems in order to, or diamonds, however you call them, to get back into another one of these runs where you just you know, just kill a lot of people there. There's people actually killing each other right there. We'll see that might be somebody I'll be able to kill soon enough. But if you defeat somebody else, I think that has quite some accumulated points, and they are on like a very strong run or whatever, I think you do get extra points right there. I think that one was quite a lucrative kill. Let's see about this guy. But yeah, there is two things about the whole event, right? You want to be getting a lot of points. You want to be doing a bunch of runs. I'm not sure if it's only your main run, like your best run, that counts towards the points, or every single run is like accumulated. So you have like a run per server you are faced against. But to be fair, I don't really care too much about the event itself. I just care about finishing up the events or the tasks within the event, so I can guarantee myself to get that that reward that I'm so interested in, right? So the event runs around, what is it, 10 minutes, or actually in this case was like 13-ish minutes. So you have that much time just to go around killing stuff. But yeah, sometimes it's not that easy. As I mentioned, some people might be ganking you, so when that happens, you will have to just defeat them or teleport away. And if they do kill you, you will sometimes just have to use an option there is where you revive and you teleport immediately, right? So you are teleporting and reviving at the same time, but that one costs diamonds, and if they are defending, they will be able to just spot you in the map and just go to where you are currently standing after you revive and just kill you again, right? So they can like spawn camp you if they are really like trying to ruin your run too much, right? So if that is the case, it's not going to be that easy, that clean of a run where you're just able to go around the map, teleport everywhere and kill stuff. But nonetheless, if you're facing a much weaker server, which it seems to be the case right here, we are number one right now in this event, right? So we are facing a server that seems to be a little bit weaker than us. Then you will likely just face the situation where you are able to stomp onto everybody, and people will not really be active, so the strong players will not really be caring too much, and just yeah, they will pretty much just not defend at all, probably. So yeah, we're just running around killing all the people that we see. We just need to make sure we kill at least, I think it's 30 monsters and 15 players, right? So monsters are gonna be the big bottleneck. Players, as you can see, there is quite some of them, so they also give more points than the random monsters, but yeah, monsters are just as important for the sake of completing all the tasks, so we're just gonna be going around. Sometimes when there is two on top of each other, as you can see right here, there will be a cooldown, so you just gotta wait a few seconds next to one of them, and if you got auto attack activated like I did right there, well, eventually it will actually go through and kill the monster nonetheless. But yeah, that's really all it takes. To be fair, the event is pretty simple. There's also other things to consider, like for example, there is some bosses that's going to be depending on the map where you're at, and I'll show you the different maps there is at in a moment after I'm done killing some of these guys. But there is some bosses which I haven't myself actually tried out, which you can defeat, and people will be more or less keen to defend some of those objectives depending on the activity of the server you're facing against. And as you can see, obviously we are just steamrolling through these guys. Also, I selected a PvP class for this event, right? That also helps. But if you go to the map, this way you can see you have all the different places within this event, right? You can choose to go to somewhere. For example, we can go to the capital city, and let's see, is there anything over here? Am I able to find something? There doesn't seem to be anything right there. Let's just go to maybe the Lich Kingdom, and let's see what we can find here. Some people scattered around, but nothing too crazy. I'm not sure if the bosses spawned at... Oh, there's a lot of people here. Let's just go there. But yeah, I don't know if the bosses like spawn at the determined time, or they all spawn. I think they all spawn in like the middle area. I am really not too sure. I'm just really trying to remember what I've seen myself. But yeah, to be fair, I really just advise you all to play this event. It only takes place within the weekends, or during the weekends, at least for... as far as I've been able to tell so far, it takes place throughout Saturday to Sunday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you can only attack and participate in the event during the active time, during the active hours of the event. And then, yeah, you just really need to be online for at least a couple minutes. It doesn't take too long, just like 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long you want to be spending to do your attacks. And then eventually you just get your stuff, right? So yeah, there's also some of the cool stuff, not just the big rewards, of course, like the skill that I'm going to be buying after I'm done with this and we get the rank and all that. But there's also other rewards, like for example, you can buy yourself a lot of lamps if you want to be doing that. You can also just buy yourself pickaxes. You can buy yourself the materials to upgrade your souls. There is basically a little bit of everything, really. And if you just want to be progressing in one area in particular, well, you can always just choose to try and get that stuff for you. So yeah, you will be able to get a lot of pretty much any resource you want just by accumulating all these the coins you see right there on the right, on the top right, once you claim them from the box. Now I haven't really been logging too much during the weekend. I forgot about that box, so you can basically just get a whole lot of them by just logging in every 8 hours. As you can see there, you will be accumulating that stuff on that box, no matter what, just passively really. But also if you go to your we'll see about that in a second. Once this one is done, we'll go back into my own server and I'll show you one thing real quick. Because once you are defending within your own server, you also have the chance to actually claim some extra currency for like the big rewards, because there's two types of currency. There is the lower currency, which is only used to like buy the mats, the resources and stuff like that, like the lamps. But then there is the big resource, which is the one you use for the skills and other bigger rewards, right? So the one for the bigger rewards, you can get some of that from the game, the game itself, by defending. Basically, we will see in a couple minutes. You can just kill some NPCs or some monsters within your own server, so you can just log in, jump into your own server within the event, and then just defend, which doesn't cost any diamonds to jump into your own server to defend. And then after you kill 10 monsters, I think you will be able to get like 50 of those that currency, and that's really going to be just about it. After that, it's just going to be a matter of maybe defending and killing other players. So then you might also be able to get some of that currency through killing other players. But for now, we'll just speed run through this, and I'll see you after this part of the event is done, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, there we go. So that is the whole run. We defeated 38 PvE monsters, actually 54, and we killed 38 people. That I got it the wrong way, right? But we got 16,000 points, which is actually a lot. And now let's just go back to the event and see how many tasks we completed, right? So we completed pretty much everything. We only missed there is a task which includes just challenging or invading another dimension, right? I don't know if our own dimension counts, but in this case I'll just join my own dimension, which is my own server, and then I'll try and just enter. Here you can see you got the bosses that I was talking about, and there you can just try and find some PvE enemies. So I might try and find some of those. We'll jump over here and we'll see if we can claim for ourselves. Yeah, there you go. So you get 5 of those coins that I was mentioning before. You can do this 10 times. So once you kill 10 enemies, you will be able to get yourself 50 of those coins, which are basically very useful for the sake of buying yourself the skill, which we'll just do in a moment, right? So that is the third PvE enemy. So there we go, we got 5 more, and then we'll just jump after we are able to, and then we'll collect all of those. So I'll see you in a moment. Right, so in order to finally get the last task, we actually need to invade an enemy server, and also we are in need of actually ranking decently, because we're not going to be able to reach enough points simply by completing the tasks in order to be able to buy the Windborn Arrow. So yeah, as you can see right there, there is rankings for your own personal ranking for invading other servers, for defending your own server, for slaying enemies or monsters, and then over the whole servers. Obviously, server versus server, each individual server will win. And there, here we go, you have all the things you will get if you win, and then whatever you are ranked, then you will also be getting a bunch of other stuff, right? So you're obviously inclined to rank properly within all the categories, because each individual category gives a bunch of these cross-server crystals, and you can then use those to buy whatever you want, right? So let's just go once again through the list. You can use these points in order to buy a lot of lamps, for example, or the pickaxes, for example, also souls. Yeah, you can choose to buy many other stuff, and then you will have the bigger reward section here, where the main buy-ins here are basically 100 slashes, Windborn Arrow, and Crimson Moonfall. Whichever you're interested in, you should be going for, right? But yeah, that is really just the event. I'm not able to buy that exactly just now. I will need for the event to actually finish, and then I will be able to get the rewards for myself. So I'll do another run, I'll do that by myself, but yeah, I'll just show you now a little bit of what I want to talk next. But yeah, they're really, I just want to mention now, finally, before you go, if you haven't done so yet, you should definitely be checking out Aptoide. And Aptoide basically is just a website or a platform really, where you can download apps just like from Google Play. And then once you do download the apps from Aptoide and you have them on your phone and you try and play through them and pay through them, you can do so and get basically a cashback or a bonus whenever you do so, which will go from 10% all the way up to 35%. And that bonus is going to be accumulating on your account, and then once you try and pay again, you will be able to use that bonus to make payments for you instead of actually using your real money. So basically, you just get a cashback or an extra bonus for your money, which can increase based on things like, for example, using my code. It's going to be on the screen right now. If you use my code within the AppCoins wallet, you will then be able to basically just get more value for your money, right? You can use the code by just doing the following things. So you go to the AppCoins wallet, which is going to be a guide down below in the description on how to set everything up, and then once you go to the reward section, you can use my code on the promo code section. You input it there, you just type it in, and then once you do so, you will be able to start earning bonuses, getting also that extra 5% flat bonus increase, as well as being able to track your progress towards earning bigger bonuses by accumulating purchases. You can do so right there, and you can also see whether or not there is active events for any games. Whenever those are active, there's going to be an extra bonus, as you might see, from 10%, 5%. That is going to increase the bonus that is active within the promotions here, and you can just earn even bigger value for your money, right? And as I show you right here, once you do have enough credits, you can use those to make the purchase for you. If you're going to be participating in any event, for example, the gacha that's going on right now, the Pepe event, you can just choose to use Aptoide as a way of just basically getting more value for your money, as I already mentioned, and just you have to spend less money in order to be able to afford however many rolls you need to do in order to get whatever you want, right? So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you got any questions. As I mentioned, once again, my code is there in the description as well as on the screen, and there is also a guide on how to set it up on your phone as well as on an Android emulator on your PC, like for example BlueStack. So yeah, if you got any questions, drop them down in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye bye, see you.